Yo, what's up people, man? It has been a minute as far as brand videos go. I'm kind of a process that I've been personally working on myself. I feel like you truly can't necessarily preach something unless you are actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. The whole point of this video is to talk about how to grow a clothing brand in 2021, 2022. We're basically going into 2022, so we'll just call it that. I know a lot of you guys have these amazing ideas and you want to bring them to life, but you don't really know the proper steps to do so. And I can say I've grown a lot of different brands. They've failed multiple times, and I feel like I finally found something that sticks, and it's not officially launched yet, but still in the process of it. So I kind of wanted to do it behind the scenes, as well as tutorials on how I'm personally growing my brand and how you can grow yours as well, or even start it. I wanted to let you know about this contest that could potentially win you up to $20,000, which could be a huge asset to your brand. I kind of wanted to get into this because for St. Michael, my previous brand, I had stmichael.store, and the reason being is because .com is extremely hard to get these days. So getting your name .store is just as good because technically it represents e-commerce, and what they're doing is actually a contest where your idea can potentially win you up to $30,000. It's going to end November 14th, so make sure you enter as soon as possible. They have one grand winner that's going to win $20,000, a second runner-up is going to win $5,000, and then every single week they're going to do a drawing for $1,000, which is going to end up being like $5,000. Which I'll tell you, first and foremost, when it comes to starting a brand, money is truly key to get what you want to get done. And on top of that, the grand prize winner is also going to get a chance to be on TV on the 2-Minute Drill with David Meltzer. It's going to air on Bloomberg TV and Amazon Prime, so that's pretty fire. It's honestly a solid giveaway because even if you're trying to get your .store domain, you'll get a 99% off discount coupon, which that's another reason you should enter. It's not going to cost you anything, and you're going to get a discount on your domain. Sounds like a win-win to me. So to enter, the rules are super simple. All you got to do is click that link down below, and you're going to submit your details. Then you can go on Instagram and upload your idea and hashtag idea to store, and make sure to tag get.store. It's honestly just 2 simple steps and you're good to go. Now, when it comes to building a brand, I think 2 of the most important things are, do you have capital, money, or no? If you don't have it, we can make this pretty simple. You need some type of money, you know, even if it's like $100, you need some type of money. You can't just magically have this appear out of thin air. It's gonna cost money for sampling. It's gonna cost money to buy heat press. You guys know I've done previous videos about all these, which I'm going to revamp. What you can do is create a website. This might run you like 30 bucks. And then you can use sites like Printful, and you know, we can go in depth. I want to get more questions from you guys about what you want to know, but you can use sites like Printful, which basically the way it works is you set up your website, you have designs. Let's say you already know how to design, or if you don't, you go to something like Fiverr.com. From that point, you'll just put those designs on a t-shirt, market it, tell your friends to buy it, whatever. And that company, Printful, for example, there's tons of other ones, but that's the one that I've tried previously. They will print for you, and you don't ever have to see the product. You don't have to touch the product. You just design it, put it on the site, boom. You collect your 15, 30, whatever your margins are on the site. That's the easiest way to start with little to no, I can't say no money because you need money, you know what I mean? And if you have money, this is where we get in depth with writing down your goals, creating what is it that you want to make, okay? And I say that in terms of, I feel like a lot of us have so much entrepreneurship built within them. But there's more than just being an entrepreneur. You have to be essentially a technician. You can have all the ideas in the world, but you need to write them down, solidify exactly what direction you want to go in with your brand. What is the name going to be? Are trademarks available? Is the username available? Is the domain available? There's just so many little tedious things that go into creating this massive brand that you have in your head. So when you're starting from scratch, I recommend writing down 10 names. Maybe you already have your names, okay? What products do you want to drop? For example, you guys can see this is a sample jacket that I have right here. It's a Letterman, has reverence across. I did a lot of different sampling on this. Do I want the real sleeves? Do I want the fake sleeves? You know, it's that constant R&D, research and development on what products you want to make. Do you want to stick to simple tees and screen printing? Screen printing is where you take a blank t-shirt, you take it to a shop, and they screen print. They can handle it all. Do you want to be more hands-on and get something like a heat press and, you know, press all your tees by yourself? This is where you really need to hyper focus. You guys can see I have a lot of samples in the back of items that I want to drop. We have some mesh shorts, we have some nylon pants, we have another type of jacket. We have some workout shorts. You know, I have a wide range, and there's more samples that are being developed as of now. So you have your name, you've written down your goals, you've decided what products you want to launch, and it comes down to sampling. Finding a wholesaler who sells t-shirts or shorts or cut and sew. No, I'm gonna go very in depth with this stuff, but I'm just saying for the sake of an outline, write everything I'm telling you down. Make sure you have these questions answered and then start moving forward. Who do you want to sell to? Who is going to be your target market? And most importantly, one of my really good friends brought this to my attention, and you know, I wanted to create this brand reverence and I wanted to release all these different items, but it came down to, why are people gonna buy this? What makes my pants or my brand any different than every other brand out there? And that personally made me really sit and think, like, I have no idea. Like, why would you want to wear this jacket? And these are things you got to think about as a brand owner and creating that kind of stuff. What truly is the message behind your brand? Why is it called what it's called, right? And personally, I think when everyone's starting out, it's easier just to stick to something as simple as blanks. And when I say blanks, I mean like finding a wholesaler and just screen printing, taking things to the shop and kind of learning that back end process of everything. A lot of people want to just go crazy and automatically create like this fire jacket with leather embroidery and stitching and perfect cut and sew. You know, a lot of people just want to jump right in. But let me tell you off rip, man, I highly recommend just starting with t-shirts, building up some capital, and slowly learning how to do cut and sew properly, because it is so expensive. For example, this jacket, just creating a sample of it cost me almost $500. Granted, it has some of the most high-end materials in it, but I'm just saying, cut and sew isn't very friendly to new brand owners unless you have some type of in. And there's so many different places you can manufacture, whether it be Portugal, Italy, China. You can manufacture in the United States, very expensive here. The minimums are insane. So that's why I say it's just a lot easier to start with something like shirts. And you know, personally, I feel like that right there is the basics to how to start a brand from scratch. Now, I know you might think, oh, I already knew all of this. And like I said, I want this to be a continuing series. I even plan on dropping a course here soon to really go in depth with like manufacturers, like just step by step how to execute. But I wanted to make this video to kind of ask you guys some questions, like what do you personally want to know, so I can write it down and have everything set out. But really, those are the basics as far as it goes to creating a brand from scratch. You just need to know those specific points, so then you can move forward. I think a lot of times we try to get way too ahead of ourselves, but in reality, there's a lot of very simple steps that you can take to creating your brand. And really, just to reiterate everything. So number one, write down your goals. What is your brand name gonna be? Who are you gonna sell to? Why should people buy? What are the products that you're gonna focus on? Are you gonna do t-shirts? Are you gonna do mugs? Are you gonna do jackets? What's gonna really solidify that brand? For example, for me, it's gonna be my pants. After thousands of dollars spent, these pants right here are going to be what makes my brand. So that's where you gotta think, oh, well, I have this really cool t-shirt idea that I wanna release, and I think that's gonna like solidify my brand and why people buy it. So there you guys have it, man. That is some very simple steps. Like I said, drop all of your comments down below. Any questions that you might have about creating a brand or something that's been stopping you. That way, the next few videos that I release, I can answer all those questions and really help you guys out. Do not forget to enter, potentially win $30,000, and that is a huge asset to the brand. Let me tell you, like, imagine winning that kind of money, even $1,000. That's truly gonna help you jumpstart your brand. So make sure to click that link down below and sign up. But this is your boy Sneaker Life. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Run it.